My name is Samuel Odhiambo. I'm the County Director for Meteorological Services in charge of Garissa County. As Kenya Meteorological Department, we issue information to save lives, property, and environmental conservation. When you're talking about the smallholder farmer, the climate information we give, we are touching on the people who are diversifying their livelihoods. Majorly in Garissa County, we are dealing with pastoralists, but we have those who are diversifying their mode of survival. And these are the people who are doing agricultural production in small scale. As Kenya Meteorological Department, we issue seasonal forecast, touching on the rainfall amount, touching on the onset and the expected cessation. At the same time, the farmers do their activities along the riverine, which is also prone to flooding. So as KMD, we work together with the Water Resource Authority, and we also work together with the KenGen to monitor the water level. And once the river gauge reaches 4 meters, we start issuing alert. At the same time, monitoring the forecast at the catchment area of Tana River. Then we give the alerts and warnings to the farmers so that they can move their pump sets to safer grounds, so that they can also move themselves from safer ground to safer grounds to avoid drowning. At the same time, if at all they did early plantation, there are those crops which would have been matured, so they have to do harvesting. So we give the seasonal forecast, we follow it up with the monthly forecast. At the same time, we do monitor the water level and give warnings and alerts. Kenya Met and Mercy Corps have been working very closely. Number one, we have been having the products as Kenya Meteorological Department, but we have been looking at the forum whereby the information can be packaged and disseminated. Through Mercy Corps, we have managed to hold participatory scenario planning. And the participatory scenario planning is a multi-stakeholder approach to access the climate information, use the information, and plan. It has different stages, but I'll touch on the last 3. One is the participatory scenario planning workshop itself. During the workshop, we sit together as a team. We have government sectors, we have departmental sectors, we have NGOs and partners. All these people do come together to discuss the climate information in that particular forum. So after that discussion, we first review the previous season. How was the forecast? How was the information utilized? Was it useful? How was the packaging? Then after that, we go through indigenous knowledge. Those people are used to know and how to approach their climate information in terms of the forecast. They have their own indicators. They'll tell us what they are seeing and what it means. Is it near normal rainfall? Is it above normal or below? From that, I give the scientific part of the forecast. Then we do integration and do scenario building. From scenario now, we can plan on above normal to near normal or to below normal based on the 2 possible scenarios. Then from there, all the sectors do sit as groups. We have livestock sector, we have health sector, we have agriculture sector. They come up with their own advisories based on the scenarios we have developed. If it is touching on flooding, then the farmers will have to tell themselves what they are going to do. We are not to advise them on what to do. They know what they're supposed to be doing. The only thing is to reinforce and capacity build. So that is the information we give, and that is how we work together with Mercy Corps. They have given us that platform where we interrogate the forecast together with the partners, where we develop advisories together with the partners and the users, where we disseminate this information to the users, and at the same time we are managing to do monitoring and evaluation to know the use, how they have utilized it, and how they want it to be packaged more. At the same time, we did communication channel mapping using Mercy Corps. We might be pretending and tending to think that TV is a good source of information to farmers. We might be forgetting to realize that in pastoral areas, TVs are owned by different people who are not the farmers. So we have to map the appropriate dissemination channel, and we have done the mapping through MASICOPS. And again, we have digital platforms for communication of this information. We managed to do that and with the MASICOPS in most of the wards which have been identified within the county. So we have worked very closely with MASICOPS, and we are still going to work together with MASICOPS. Oh, for Garissa County, I've been monitoring the temperatures, I've been monitoring the rainfall and all the other parameters since 1952, and I have that data. And I've done the analysis and come up with the trends. And the temperature trends, the maximum and minimum temperatures are increasing. And in terms of rainfall, the trends indicate that the rainfall amounts are decreasing, meaning that we are going to have more prevalence of drought than the normal seasons we have been having.